Hey, what's up, guys? And tonight we're going to be talking about the storm exiting the eastern U.S. and then the potential for another storm in the next coming days that could impact the Great Lakes region in the Michigan and Wisconsin and what looks to be a pretty strong system. Other than that, if you like the video, hit the like button, and if you like the weather, please subscribe. Let's get into it. So first, we're going to take a look at the HRRR model. This is a good close range model, and this is what the current radar looks like right about now. You can see you're dealing with some strong rain showers, even some thunderstorms mixed in there into the mid-Atlantic, up into Pennsylvania, Jersey, and into the Northeast. And this storm will continue to move northeast, and then you can see that it even develops into a little low-pressure system up in the Northeast in Maine, and tries to bring some snow into the very interior Northeast, and moves up into into Canada. And at the same time, on the 22nd, you see this piece look into the northwestern part of your screen, and you see that low pressure pop up right there at 1,005 millibar low pressure system. This is a storm that we're tracking now, and will continue to move eastward. And from here, we're going to take you to the GFS model, where we can see more of the storm. So there's your storm right now that's moving out. That'll be out of here by tonight. And then here's your piece of energy comes from the Pacific Ocean and moves eastward, and here we go. So this is the morning of the 23rd. It really starts to develop, starts moving eastward, gets pretty strong, it drops to a 991 millibar low pressure system, and you can see it's giving a direct hit to South Dakota and North Dakota, moving earlier, and then moving into other states, and eventually moving into Wisconsin and Michigan. And you can see that it does bring a very, very heavy band of snow moving into Michigan here, right along those Great Lake regions with that lake enhanced snow. We could be dealing with very, very heavy snowfall rates. And then this continues to move eastward and bring some lake effect back into snow. And then that's all she wrote. She's out of here on the night of the 24th. So it's not a very long-lasting storm, more like 12 to 16 hours. But it looks like those 12 to 16 hours could be very impactful. And we'll take a look at the Euro model and compare this model data. And you can see right around the same time frame. The only difference in the Euro model is that it is developed a little bit later than in the GFS. So on the GFS model, you can see, we'll actually show you, this is 56 hours out. So we'll go to 54. And we'll go to compare models. So this is the Euro model, and this is the GFS. You can see that it's a lot stronger at this point on the GFS than it is on the Euro. Therefore, it's going to develop a lot quicker on the GFS. So here's your storm on the Euro. Starts to develop, drops to a 998. It's not nearly as strong as the GFS. GFS has a 991. Euro is a 998. Still a strong storm. But then you can see that it does bring that heavy snowfall into Michigan and Wisconsin, just like the GFS does. So we have a decent amount of agreement there, and then that moves into the 24th time frame, and then it continues to move eastward and moves out just like the GFS. And this even has a pretty big snowstorm for the interior Northeast and Maine. Let's see if the GFS has that, because I didn't notice that the GFS. So it does have something, but it develops a little bit later. So this could pose a risk to the Northeast as well. But that's still 5 or 6 days away, and that's going to change a lot. What we're confident in is a storm system impacting Michigan, Wisconsin, and the Great Lakes region. So how much snow could you get from this? Well, it's going to change in the coming days. But as of right now, we're looking at some pretty significant totals. And you can see anywhere in this purple is really 8 to 12 inches. And if it loads here in a second, here we go. So here we go. You can see up in Michigan and Wisconsin, you're going for 10 inches. Up into Canada, 16. And over here in the northern part of South Dakota, you're going for 10 inches. So this storm is going to be a very spotty storm, as in snowfall amounts. There could be one area that gets a foot, 100 miles to the east, nothing. So it's not going to be one of these widespread storms that we've been seeing the past couple of weeks. It's going to be more isolated and local snowfall event, but the part that it does hit, it's going to hit hard. It looks to be in northern Wisconsin or in Michigan. That looks to be, to me, where the heaviest part of the storm could be. What does Geo say in terms of snowfall? It shows a similar path, except a little bit further north, a little bit less strong. You're not really getting that foot of snow in the northern parts of South Dakota like you're on the GFS, but again, in Michigan, you're going for 10 inches, even a little bit heavier on the Euro than it is on the GFS. So if you live in Michigan, in that part right there, in that purple, that the thing is over right now, you could be dealing with a very, very significant winter storm come the beginning of next week. That would start around, it would start on Monday, so it could be a very impactful storm in terms of the work week. We'll take a look at the data for all the models combined. This is a great thing to look at when you're looking at snowfall amounts, and it's not working because I need to go to forecast loop. And here we go. If you take a look at this, this is a great thing to look at because it combines all the models and then divides them up and tells you what the snowfall mean is. So this is the length of the storm. And you can see you have a mean of, again, really 8 to 10 inches. So that's a very impressive snowfall mean 4 days out for Michigan. So if you live in Michigan, look for a very impactful storm coming. Stay updated because things will change. This will bring a possibly a severe weather threat with the storm system as well into the Great Lakes and then into the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. You can see it brings a very severe weather outbreak down to the south, and then it continues to move eastward and brings some rainfall to the north. Other than that, guys, that's all I have for today. See you next